Hello, hello, welcome to the coverage, play-by-play commentary by yours truly here on the OCHO, the Outlaw Bills Sports Network. Today's feature is the Atlanta Falcons versus the Indianapolis Colts in Berlin. If you click right here, if you need to see the viewing game and you can't, well, I provide a viewing room for you. We're just getting about ready to kick it off. We're about to sing the national anthem. Please stand for the national anthem of the United States. Good morning, Resolute Germ. Good to see ya. What's your afternoon game today? I don't know. Good question. I have to see what's available in my market. I don't know at this point, Resolute. I don't. Okay, this is what I know. It's in Berlin and their national anthem for Germany, but there's no player. I don't know. I don't think there's any players. Maybe it's just out of respect. As I said, to view the game, click on that link. Cardinals at Seahawks. I don't know. Maybe. Possibility, Germ. Not a I know that they're Arizona Cardinals, and I'm not much of a Cardinals fan. I'm not much of a Seahawks fan either. That should be an easy win for the Colts. And here comes the kickoff. We got Colts receiving. Get it to about the 29-yard line. Sorry, 25-yard line. First and 10 for the Colts. Under center. Daniel Jones is the quarterback for the Colts. Jones out of shotgun formation, 2nd and 8, drop back, passes, complete, first down on the play. Under center, 1st and 10. Jones drops back, looking passes, complete. Oh no, ball pops out. Looks like the Colts got it back. Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones under center, 1st and 10. Drops back. There's his handoff. Now he's looking to pass. Complete. It looks like he has another first down. First and 10. Jones under center. Drop back. Pitches back. Out running pattern. Gets a couple yards on the play. What? That was weird. I don't know what happened. Daniel Jones under center. 3rd and 2. Drops back. Looking to pass. Passes incomplete. Daniel Jones, 4th and 2. And they're going for it. They drop back. Passes incomplete. Wow. That was ballsy. Giving the Colts, Falcons some good field during. This is so wrong. First and 10 for Atlanta. Oh, get the first down on the first down. First and 10. Atlanta quarterback. Drop back. Looking to pass. Pass is incomplete. In and out of the receiver's hands. I don't know what the quarterback of the Atlanta Falcons is. Second and 10 for Atlanta, and out of shotgun formation. Pitches off, going to go right and run it up the center. Get about a yard and a half past the line of scrimmage. Third and 8 for Atlanta. Shotgun formation. Drop back. Oh, he's going to sack it. The ball comes out, and the ball comes out. Atlanta Colts ball. It needs ball. Wow, just popped right out. Jones, first and 10, under center. Hands it off to the out, runs it to the outside. He gets a first down and then some. Brings it up to the goal line. Looks like Indy will be first to be scoring here. First and goal. We run it right up the center. Looks like touchdown. Goal. Jonathan Taylor with a carry. Oh, he misses. How do you miss an extra point? Oh, wow. You don't see that often, a missed extra point attempt. The commercial made no sense. Kid takes a fruit and then it bounces over to pasta. How? I don't understand. What a weird commercial. Next week, the Dolphins and the Commanders. Two teams that are horrible. Oh my god. Hey, Connie, good to see you. Good morning. First and 10 for Atlanta. Shotgun. Looking. Drop back. Looking to pass. Goes to the outside. Throws it. It is complete. Michael Penix Jr. is the quarterback for Atlanta. Those names, I tell you. Penix, 1st and 10, shotgun formation. Hands it off. Runs it to the outside. Gets a couple yards on the play. And it looks about like 4 yards on the play. Second and 6. 6:57 in the first. Michael Penix, shotgun formation for Atlanta. 2nd and 6. Players in motion. Penix drops back, passes, long ball, and it is incomplete. Flags on the play. First and 10, Penix, shotgun formation. Hands it off. Rushing, almost gets, makes it 1st down and goal for Al Galera. That's a touchdown for Atlanta. Al Galera runs it in. Gives the extra point. It's up through the Goocher. It's good. Make it 7-6 Atlanta. Hey, Admiral Teague, welcome.
Welcome to the NFL on the OBSN. I am your co-host, Admiral Teague, for a game played obscenely early in the morning in some godforsaken country overseas. Welcome all to all Americans and ships at sea around the world where the sailors are working on dedication alone. We appreciate it.
This one's out of...
I haven't even got the game on yet. I rolled out of bed. I have not even... Admiral Teague has not had coffee. Admiral Teague has no clue what's going on. Well, that is like usual, though. Hey, thank you to Connie Cleary, a member for 22 months. You are so welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
It
Thank
is
you,
an honor to
Connie.
be here. We might make Bill turn off the video, the secondary video.
The
Yeah,
graphic.
the graphic is like we got some strobing going on.
Yeah.
It's not too bad yet. The real test of what happens is when the game actually starts. For some reason, going live puts a huge strain on everything in their system, and it bleeds all the way over to ours.
Oh well,
Is Bradley Cooper wearing a wig? Is that a toupee or a hairpiece?
I don't know. I don't know.
It doesn't look right. It doesn't look right. He's not really a camera-facing star anymore. He mostly does voices. Maybe Bradley Cooper just doesn't care, and he bought like a freaking $20 wig off of Amazon.
I don't know. Well, anyway,
he's like, I had sex with Jennifer Lawrence. I don't care.
Atlanta's ahead by 7, and Colts have 6.
Oh, hey, Bill, you'll be happy to know that Hilter himself has been to this stadium for the 1936 Olympics. I don't know why they felt it was important to mention that. Thank you. Thank you, Al Michaels.
There's Daniel Jones for the Colts, 1st and 10. Out of shotgun formation.
Daniel Jones is a giant. He's a loser.
It runs up right up the center, gets a 1st down, and then some. Here comes Daniel Jones again. Drops back, looking to pass. That long bomb pass. Looks like a completion. Touchdown, Colts. Alec Pierce on the reception.
I wasn't expecting them to return to game analysis. I thought they would stay with the crazy stuff. It's like, Goebbels would have made a hell of a running back. A lot of girth, heroin problem.
Yeah.
It's like, my money's on Himmler, Jim. Now, politically, they were incorrect, but they would have made a hell of a football team, would they not?
This is it's up through the Goocher. This one is good. He missed the
Scores
first
now.
one.
14-7 Colts.
$13 because the first field goal attempt after they got the first touchdown, they missed. He missed.
Oh God.
Yeah.
And Daniel Jones is like a little bit better of a quarterback than New York thought he was. That was a lot more competence than we've ever seen from him, but he had a good receiver. Look, man, Daniel Jones was just like, I guess it wasn't his fault, but he was just scrambling and getting pounded into the pavement. I'm glad that the game was on after my mandatory report to the call to prayer here in New York City.
Next week will be the Dolphins and Commanders out of Spain, Madrid, Spain.
They shame the prophet, Bill, but we'll watch the game anyway.
Yeah.
None of these NFL, only the white NFL players have beards. I don't understand. They all look like they lived in a cave. Daniel Jones and me gonna have a real good time.
All aboard New Jersey. Okay.
Oh, yeah, former Jet Sauce Gardner on the field, Bill. There he is wearing number
Penix,
1.
shot confirmation. Hands it off. Number 7.
By the way, Bill, Sam Darnold just completed his 35th straight pass. Oh, my God, it is the stadium from the Nuremberg Olympics. Oh, my God. You can see some stuff that you see in World War II movies behind them. Oh, what were they thinking?
Oh, this is where played out in Berlin. Hey,
Just tear it down and build a new fucking stadium. You sort of did some bad shit here. They can tear down Shea Stadium because the Mets are just bad, but they won't tear down Hilter's Stadium. It's like, we like it. The leader gave an inspirational speech here. It's like, Germany, it gets a bad name, but after World War II, they had the Nuremberg trials. That's right, Bill. 19 German war criminals hung in one night, all dropped the wrong way by mistake. They strangled. Yep, that's right. We showed them.
First and 10 for Penix. Penix hands it off.
Not to be confused with Bonix. Bonix played on Thursday.
Yeah. On the worst Thursday night game in history.
Ever. And I think Penix 10 has got to be one of the best names ever. A Penix Jr. It's like,
Yeah.
Thanks to my dad's Penix, I'm here. He had a big Penix. It got the job done.
Penix dropped back. Passes. Incomplete.
Ooh. He needed to straighten that one out a little, Bill. Maybe rub some Viagra on that ball, Penix. We will be mocking Penix's name for the entirety of the game, folks. Look at that, Bill. In a serious coincidence, there's there's a second player named Jones on the Colts. What are the odds?
I don't know.
Here comes Penix standing erect behind the line.
3rd and 5. Shotgun formation.
Bit flaccid with his hands on his knees. Stomps his foot. He gets the snap.
Penix
Drops
back. Throws to the side for loss of yardage.
Bobbled slant pass. They almost had that pass incomplete, but he managed to hold on to it to lose 4 yards.
They were last paid the line of scrimmage. 4th and 9. Here comes the punt.
I smell a fake punt, Bill. These two desperate teams both suck. It's hard to believe that Indiana has the inverse record of the Jets. Field. Ooh, boy, that took an Atlanta bounce.
Yep.
Now here's Berlin. They've imported some black people to Berlin to make it feel like more of an NFL game. It's a good thing Hilter is dead, Bill. At least we think he's dead. But were he there, he would not be pleased to see all these non-Aryans at his stadium. Am I correct or what? We're going to joke about this one through the whole game.
Changed. You know, the wall came down and everything. They were talking about the wall coming down in '89 earlier.
The winds of change. It's sad when an NFL game has to talk about events 36 years ago to be relevant. Yeah, that's a great idea. Let's advertise about perishable medicine as all of America is about to have their healthcare cut.
Yeah.
But if you're in the military, by the way, this broadcast is for you. You can watch it for free. I don't understand why they don't just pay the military. Call me crazy. But then again, this is the cheapest we've ever been kept safe for, huh?
I
want to thank Governor Hochul for the emergency relief check she sent me.
Is it the New York governor? Is he kind of communist?
No, it's a chick.
The chick?
You're thinking of the New York City mayor.
Oh.
He won't be mayor for another 3 months. His term starts January 1st, so whatever, 2 months and change. But I mean, I would point out that Trump, who is known for keeping his word and never backing off, has said that when Mandami wins, quote, I'll have to have him arrested. So there's a July 2025, July 1st, 2025 at the 1 p.m. press conference. He said that to Fox News, and then they asked him what the charges would be, and he said, "You're fake news." Next question. Then the next question angered him. He screamed, "You're fake news. Who do you work for?"
Jones in the end zone throws it complete.
So there you have it, though, Bill. Mandami prison bound because Fox is fake news.
Jones under pressure. Gets away. Gonna just keep the ball and looks like he gets a first down.
Maybe in Canada. I don't know, Bill. It's the devil and Daniel Jones, Bill.
How did I know you were going to go with that one?
You know, it'd be funny. We always have little inspirational sayings in the end zone. How funny would it be at Hilter Stadium if it said end racism? Because that's a very common.
Up and back passes.
Some NFL teams really care about us. They put things like stand together or end racism or drive safely, or we love boobs in the end zone to make sure that those things happen. And when teams like the Colts and the Atlanta Falcons have a game without putting end racism on the sidelines, well, that's just a win for the clan, isn't it?
No, there's Farfignugan. They're trying to advertise Volkswagens.
Who started the Volkswagen company? Gee, I wonder.
Jones under pressure is going to run deep with the ball, and he gets pressed line.
That was a nice scramble. He gained about 14 yards.
Yeah.
All smiles on Daniel Jones's face. Boy, did he have a terrible experience in New York, Bill.
I was unaware that he was in New York. Was he a Jet or a Giant?
Is this Daniel Jones, who was the quarterback for the Giants, or is this the Jones who was quarterback for the Patriots? Both got rid of Joneses last year.
This is Daniel Jones. Oh, they're talking about it. Jones passes in the backfield. Complete. Of course, there's a penalty. There's always a penalty. Oh, looks like we got a female ref.
Wait, the guy is from Vienna, Austria? Why is he in the NFL? It's like, my son big and dumb. We moved to America. Become NFL player. Who is this J.I. that they're wearing patches for?
I don't know. I don't know if it's a player or
I cannot believe that I cannot believe that the people of Germany didn't tear down their fucking celebration of fucking world domination stadium where they're talking about every bad thing they were going to do for the next fucking 10 years in 1935. Class move, Germany. Like, what's the case for keeping this fucking shithole? Every once in a while, you hear about these crazy things that people just don't read the room, like when the Polish put the disco at the former Patriotism Enhancement Center that the Germans ran there for people during World War II. That really flipped people out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, because of its historical significance, it is a huge tourist draw. People make pilgrimages there. The clothing that NFL players wear when they're not in the game is just, the league really had to mandate that you wear your workout uniform to the press conference and stuff. When they're allowed to wear their own clothes, it's just like pimps and cowboys. There's no other kind of football player. There are pimp types and cowboy types and nothing in between. These are the weakest NFL hats ever with the tiny, tiny, tiny logo. It's like, ashamed of your team? Yeah. You could still wear this hat. It's like, perfect for Jet fans. Top of the second quarter. Jones drops back.
Pass is complete.
Pierce had to come back a couple of steps, but he got it. That looked like a really ill-advised play until Pierce was able to get to the ball. Looking forward to seeing the replay on that one. Yeah, he does reach back a bit. Very athletic family. What the hell's that mean? I pinned his mom's wife's leg. I pinned his mom's legs behind her head last night. Just really, she's a flexible lady.
Jones.
Think about it, Bill. If we were like 55-year-old real NFL broadcasters, we'd have first picks on all the players' moms. Some of them would probably be really hot. Some of them would probably be really hot.
Yeah.
And you say the same thing every time. It's like, so nice to meet your younger sister. Your mother, you say? Have you ever seen the broadcast booth?
I just got the joke. My Grossi always says Jones is Indiana Jones.
He is now. Brought down by Belloc behind the line of scrimmage.
Jones, 1st and 10, shotgun formation. Drops back, looking to pass, running away. Rumble. The wrestle it dead. Yeah, I don't know what the JI stands for.
I'm getting the information right now, Bill. It's a badge of shame for losing a Super Bowl to the Jets. It stands for Jets Initiative.
Did that get batted? It looks like the ball got batted.
It may have been touched in flight.
Third and 8, Jones shotgun. Pitches back, runs to the outside. Oh, a condom on a helmet. It looks so funny when the extra padding on the helmet.
What's funny is how it must work because 30 years ago they were using it left and right, then they stopped, and now it's back.
53-yard field goal attempt. Oh my gosh. It's short. It's short. No good. No good. He misses from 53.
It's such a weird and controversial stadium. You've seen it in every fucking history class of like Mustache Man making the world's worst speech there. And these people can just move on and use it. It's no big deal. Outlaw Bill, you fought in World War II. How does it make you feel?
Young. Young.
A lot of people don't know this, but Bill and I served with Aaron Rodgers in the big war.
Yeah.
Remember that day when fresh-faced young Aaron Rodgers was shipped over to our unit right after Normandy?
Uh-huh.
He was the FNG, but he tried. Weirdo, remember how he wouldn't go out on maneuvers when the moon was in retrograde?
I still don't forgive Bud Light for having that one guy as a one guy lady as a spokesperson.
Zoran Mandami charged $13 per Bud Light at his victory party. That's true. His volunteers showed up upset that it wasn't paid for. The communists charged money. John Santa Claus Daly. Guy's a loon. I mean, God bless him, but he is.
Here you go.
Oh, show the German leader giving him his medal. Please show that. Please show Jesse Owens getting his medal from the German leader. I like that they played Deutschland über alles, the German national anthem. Did you notice that they played an instrumental of it, Bill? Do you know why? You're going to love this one. Do you know why they played the instrumental version of the German national anthem?
No, they had guys out there singing it.
Well, they sang the second verse. It's illegal in Germany to sing the German national anthem. Did you know that?
They sung it. They sung some type of new. Maybe they got a new.
They sang the song. They sang their national anthem. It's just they have to sing a cherry-picked, rewritten version that we created for them after World War II, because the original Deutschland über alles means Germany overall, and it's like, Germany, Germany, burn your house down, we're bringing the war on tour to you. And it's just scary as shit. It's like, we'll kill everyone in Poland's land. You know, so we had to like kind of tweak that one. Yeah, here we go. They're talking about how there's a moral question to even play here. If it's morally questionable, maybe don't fucking do it. Oh, what a nice lame justification. Oh, well, you know, Jesse Owens played here. Bill, you better turn off that graphic. It's showing gameplay. This is the first football game in Berlin since they got rid of Hitler. Did you know that? Aside from those hundreds of thousands of soccer games that were played. It's a little bit disconcerting that they're playing a song from when we were 20 to show that this guy is old and out of it. I gotta feel good for Collective Soul getting the paycheck on that one, because when they actually had the song hit, one of the things that they oh look, they took Hilter's name off the stadium and put some black guy's name on it. That makes World War II okay. They're sorry, Bill.
Yeah.
Sam Wilson takes the snap for the Atlanta Falcons.
Think so?
Penix facing some stiff resistance. He pushes up in there. Just the tip for Penix. Just the tip. Just barely over the line of scrimmage. Just the tip. What do you think, Bill? About 10 inches there for Penix?
No comment, Teague. No comment.
Look at him there, standing firm and erect against all. Hand wrapped around the football. And here comes the punt. Nice defense by the Colts with new cornerback Sauce Gardner from the New York Jets. By the way, Bill, I don't know if you're aware of this, but the Jets' curse began when their quarterback disappeared back in the early 80s. Do you remember Flash Gordon disappeared on his trip to visit Dr. Hans Zarkov in New Jersey? We never did find out what happened to Flash. For all we know, he could have saved every one of us, Bill.
Yeah.
You know, at halftime, they have holographic Hilter. He comes out and makes the same speech. Danielle Honez, is he related to Alex?
First and 10 for Jones in the shotgun formation.
He's looking confident despite the fact he's pinned in his own backfield.
Hands it off. Taylor.
That was a dangerously erratically high snap considering where they were, but Jones hauled it in and handed it off kind of well. Considering the hand he was dealt, that was a decent management of that botched snap. Yeah, it was the Giants. There we go. I feel like if your quarterback leaves town and then becomes great, you should be fired as a coach. They did it to the Jets coach. When Darnold won 5 in a row, they let go of Robert Saleh.
Oh, high snap again.
Yeah, there's a real problem in the league with getting a good snap. For whatever reason, being a huge, girthsome guy who makes a pass backwards through your own legs and then throws a proper block is difficult to come up with genetically from your general public. There are not 32 guys able to do the long snap.
Third and 1 for Jones. Shotgun. Hands it off. They go up the middle and get no yards. Flags on the play.
And, you know, everyone will always remember the owner of the Colts as the meanest owner in all of football. Remember that time when he had the press conference at 5:30, said the team was absolutely staying in town, and at midnight the moving trucks rolled with all their gear? Remember that, Bill, when he left Baltimore?
I don't remember that.
I'm old enough to remember that. That was the big story during halftime of the Giants-Bills Super Bowl. I watched that game as a little Jets fan on my daddy's knee. And he said to me, son, the Jets are going to win again, sir. Oh. It always hurts when it goes through your receiver's hands. You know you are on target. For God's sake, how many other bad things happened in this fucking stadium? There was a world war after it was initiated. How many people were rounded up and kept here? I mean, this stadium is creeping me the fuck out. What do you think is a more depressing place, this or the former Tampa Bay Stadium, the Thunderdome? It's very close, isn't it, Bill? This building, 6 million dead to its credit. Thunderdome, never an amusing game. It's close. $20 million casualties in World War II started in this stadium, Bill. Nothing like having a football game there, huh? The Universal Translator is working great, Bill. Even though the plays are being called and spoken in German, we hear them instantaneously in English. Do you like how one of the assistant coaches for the Falcons is wearing goddamn capris on the sideline? What is he, some kind of metrosexual? We knew a guy who wore capris around here, Bill. You know what happened to him? No one does, Bill. Here it is. We're going to watch this commercial again and again and again and again. This is the deal, guys, on streaming TV, especially on Amazon. Like when Amazon buys a block of commercials, they really buy a block of commercials. What horrible network are we watching this third-rate game on?
NFL Network.
Is this Thursday Night Football on Sunday? Is this their Europe game?
No.
So what would this usually be? Who's the broadcast team?
NFL.
Is it a Fox? No, is it a Fox game? Is it like all NFL games are on some home network?
This is NFL Network.
You know what? You might be right. Maybe it's an NFL Network exclusive because it's in Germany. They do that to a few games a year.
NFL is all the overseas games is an NFL Network.
Only. Okay. So in a sense, a free game, but you must have the app.
Yeah. NFL Plus is a streaming app.
It's a streaming app, all right. Look at all that snow. It looks like Calgary. The new tone of commercials is weird. Ever since like the price of alcohol spiked so high that beer was no longer buyable because they couldn't unload Bud Light at a loss to people that kept them drunk enough to buy more Bud Light till they broke even. It's strange now. There's hard liquor commercials because you need that much bang for your buck if you're going out drinking. And that's the weirdest thing ever, where they pretend hard liquor isn't bad for you. But then the other two types of commercials are the you need a loan, quote, you're broke, where they just shame the fuck out of you financially, which is weird during an NFL game. Bill, any thoughts on this weird, like what's going on with NFL commercials?
No.
Thanks.
Penix hands it off.
Did he get hauled down, toss the ball forward as he fell, and get caught by a teammate, or was that just a bunch of people falling and we couldn't tell what happened? That was a lot of shenanigans at the end of that play.
The second one.
There's Sauce Gardner. He's looking ready to play. Sauce Gardner's like, I'm so glad I'm not in New York anymore, sirs.
Second and 5, Penix Jr. shotgun. Penix
drops back. A lot of poise from Penix.
Yeah.
Penix with endurance and lasting power. He's able to keep it up where others might flag or become flaccid. He really came on strong, Bill. A vast difference between his play on the first series and this one. That's pathetic.
1st and 10 for Penix Jr. Shotgun. Hands it off to Altier.
For about 3 yards. There's Chris Cross. It makes you want to jump, doesn't it, Bill?
No.
He's wearing his pants forwards. I didn't know he was allowed to do that. We've Googled this, by the way. Both members of Chris Cross in jail.
Really?
Hard. No, I'm guessing.
2nd and 7. Penix Jr. Shotgun. Player in motion. Drop back passes. Complete. Hey, London, didn't you know you're in Berlin? First and 10. Penix Jr. Shotgun. Hands it off.
Bill, I just looked it up. One member of Chris Cross alive and releasing solo music and lifestyle branded clothing. The other one died in 2013 from drugs. I don't know about you, but I'm going to take the cheap W over Daddy Mac Kelly from Chris Cross. He was born after us, and we've already outlived him. Way to go, Bill.
I know.
Whoa, what a touchdown. That was beautiful. That's why you watch football. That was a beautiful pass, Bill.
It was.
No flags on the play. We see the Germans with their painted faces. They are throwing their arms. They are really good at throwing that right arm in the air at the stadium, huh? It's like it's in the stadium's DNA. Yeah. It's like a lot of people practice it here. By the way, Bill, I have been working on this one. Germany is 0 for 2 in their last 2 wars, right? I've got a solution for them. Have a civil war. You'll win. For sure. No matter which side wins, you'll win. If you have an embarrassing tie in your own civil war, I mean, come on.
It's up. It's to the Goocher. Good.
It's like France could be in the middle of a civil war right now and we'd never know it. You know what I'm saying?
Mooney.
Shine on, Harvest Mooney, at your Novemberfest in Hilter's Old State. I can't believe that they're at the Berlin Hilter. I mean, honestly, what next? It's like a best of World War II highlight reel. In case you missed it, the German offense was stiff moving into the Eastern Front on June 21st, 1941, where they kicked off their offensive just 6 months before Pearl Harbor. Turned out to be poor timing on that one, Jim. It sure did, as America was in the war within 7 months. What the hell? Are we ever going to come to terms with how weird this stadium is, Bill? It's kind of like, welcome to the David Koresh Stadium built in Mount Carmel, Texas on the ashes of the... This is like going to the Branch Davidian Stadium. It's so damn weird. There is iconic architecture that you will recognize if you didn't smoke dust before history class. You recognize that architecture from history class, right? You've seen it on TV before.
Yeah.
It's messed up.
Although any time I was in a classroom was like 28, 20, maybe 29 years ago.
Was this was year 5 of high school, 9th grade, 5th try, right?
No. This was a college course.
Bill, defensive driving because you drove drunk doesn't count. That was just so you could stay out of jail.
No.
Oh, okay. You took what class did you take? History of Germany?
It was a truck driving school.
Truck? Oh, okay. I see what you're doing there. How did Mustache Man like figure into it's a truck driving school? They're like, if you hit a Volkswagen, remember who started the company. I think it's kind of sad when they want to show the NFL player as relatable and attainable. So what they do is they show him with what's considered a modest house, but that house is about $1 million.
What is with this commercial? It's like
we needed a commercial that had some gay people in it for the NFL really badly.
Oh my God, that's so wrong. What are you doing, NFL? What are you doing?
They're cucking their own players. The fuck?
Hey, words and pictures. Good to see you.
Hello, sir.
This game be playing out of Berlin in a stadium old as World War II. Jones complete. First down. Here comes Daniel Jones, shotgun formation. Hands it off. Gets a first down.
They want a woman on the field, Bill. A woman. A woman.
There's a couple women on the field, but they're not playing.
What are you talking about? Sam Darnold isn't playing today. He can get sacked like a chump, but he's always a woman to be. If you rewrote Always a Woman about Sam Darnold, it lends itself. Oh, and he always gives up.
There's a player named Josh Wood.
Got Wood. I'm still lost in what do you call it? Sam Darnold, Billy Joel song parody, right? It's like,
yeah.
He can lie on the floor 'cause he's always getting sacked. He can't go throw downfield. He's a third-rate hack. Oh, and he'll always give up, and he'll never try hard. He just yells at his line. I mean, my God. You can throw 15 completions in a row, but you're always a loser to me. No one cares.
Oh, we got
The icy hot commercial was.
we got the Browns and the Jets. We
Yeah.
might switch to that. We might be switching over to that game.
Well, yeah, I will be watching the game. So if you want my lifetime in pain reaction, you could. You're allowed. Yeah. The Jets make a case to go quit the game early and head to mass every week. So I could go to early church and just pray that I wake up a fan of a different team tomorrow. It's like, remember that app that forced you to reinstall it every time you had dial-up and kept you from looking at the prawn you wanted to see? Yeah, they're back for more. Use Adobe. Seriously, every time I turned on my old computer back in the day, it was like, these three files, or whatever they were called at that point, these three shortcuts need to update.
Jones, 2nd and 6. Complete to Pierce. First and 10 for Jones. Shotgun formation. Jones dropping back. Under pressure. Scrambling. Gets away. Runs it up.
He's got good feet. He has turned 2 broken packages into first downs with first and long on the first one. I think he went 14 yards. That last one also for a first down. He went all 10 yards, folks. Drops back. Scans. And now he's hauled down, losing most of what he gained.
They sack him.
I was not aware that was second down. I thought he had made it all the way to a first down. To get sacked like that after that huge gain, I don't know why they weren't looking to just get the first down.
That was a 2nd and 1.
They idiotically turned that into an opportunity to not win.
3rd and 11.
Clock management minimizes the damage.
Has a lot of time. Long ball.
And it's picked. It was picked like you knew it was going to be picked.
That was
a pick from. I had decided that was going to be a pick from the moment Jones started to scramble and try to go downfield with it. I was like, no. But the thing is, I don't know why. I mean, I get why you did it. There's only 9 seconds on the clock.
He had a lot of time, and he just throws it.
Threw it to nobody but the.
Pierce was there, but he was way back there. He was way on the throne.
He threw it to.
Wow, it's on. It's
oh,
on
it was. Way to go! Jones had seen Jones probably had seen the infraction and threw the ball knowing he had nothing to lose. That's why it was ill-advised and badly thrown. He didn't give a fuck. Way to go. But the interception stands. Did defense switch when the ball was captured, and that's why it's a call on the defense? Oh, sirs.
There's only 8 seconds on the game clock.
Yeah, but when the ball was turned over, they followed it up with a penalty that gave them half the distance to the goal. That means that you might have a shot at a field goal. They're not doing a good job of orienting us in where they are. All right, they're pinned way back.
Here comes Penix Jr.
They're going to just kneel down. It's victory formation.
That was pretty stupid.
We had just had like a display of incompetence by both sidelines. First one, then the other. It's like touching the ball comes with deep stupidity at this game.
What is that mascot of the Colts? Is it supposed to be a horse?
That I don't even know if the Colts have some. The Colts don't really have a mascot, right? They have a performative fan figure, they call it.
Auto body? How could you do that to your child? Well, that's child. There's Orange Man. Oh my God, that is an Orange Man. And I'm not talking about Trump.
We don't really talk much about Trump here, sirs and madams. We will joke around a little bit lightly. We live in the real world. I consider myself an American, and from what I understand, even though let's just say from the shoulders to the waist, he's a little bit moist, Bill's an American too, in my book. Look, Bill, it's Star Trek Badlands with Worf as some sort of creature. Oh, geez. So here's the deal. The fucking alien goes to a near Earth-like planet with near human-like people, and that's why it's the first alien without humans in it? Because they have, like, Vulcans? The fuck? Wait, Bill, are we in a time warp? It's a Discover card. I haven't seen one of those since, like, 1991. And everyone's styled like it's the 90s in a Discover commercial. What's going on?
They're doing a Stranger Things promotion. Slashed in with Discover card.
The Discover card was introduced right around the time the last season of Stranger Things happens. Who would think that the last episode of Stranger Things would be sort of like Golden Girls with the age of the characters? For those of you who don't know, Stranger Things is a show that shows up every 7 years to follow the adventures of a group of now middle-aged nerds. It's a little like the Big Bang Theory got off the couch. Penix 7 to 10. I mean, if you're in the 7 to 10 range with your Penix bill, I think most ladies are going to be happy, right? Penix right there in the pleasure zone, completing 7 of 10. The Falcons aren't a great team, but I like Penix. He's got a cool name. It's fun to say. Hey, Bill, do me a favor. Share that video I just threw up on the screen. Are you present, Bill? Oh, there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, check this out. This is the excitement at the Meadowlands, uploaded seconds ago. Here it is. The Jets Stadium, folks. There it is. There's everyone getting ready for the Jet game. It starts in an hour and a half. At least you won't have to stand online for a long time for the restroom, huh? What a disaster for the Jets. This song is awful. Why are we watching this terrible song? It's making me sick. Nice suit. You could have used a better jacket. If you're going to wear that leather overcoat, you needed a jacket underneath it, but I guess whatever. He's a rock and roller. It must be inspiring to be on that stage, which launched a world war, to perform music, huh, Bill? I imagine that's a very powerful place. Bill, are you there? Do not hear you.
Testing. Hello, can you hear me now?
Oh, welcome back,
And
Bill.
can
You've
you
decided
hear
to
me
be
now?
Oh, you've decided
No,
to be on your show. Congratulations. Welcome to the program.
I had to leave the studio for it to fix the audio.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. There we go.
Because, sometimes StreamYard does some stupid shit.
Occasionally, the presenter manages to complete an entire sentence without stumbling or missing words. You're not talking about me, surely, because I cannot finish a sentence. Here comes that commercial again where Adidas decided that they're just going to embarrass the fuck out of their spokespeople. No one's going to be too eager to fucking sign that Adidas contract next year. They made sure to keep the team logo out of the commercial. The team wanted no part of that. Leave it to the American candy industry to jump into the missing. Since beer went away, there's just nothing on, like, as far as I cannot augur the direction of football commercials. This one sort of makes sense. Terrible fucking food at Olive Garden.
Yeah, but next week we have the return of Landman. I know I'm thrilled about Landman returning next week.
It's a BFD. Crapplebee's is one. If you live in a town where the best restaurant is Crapplebee's, my heart goes out to you.
Oh, I had a really bad experience trying to eat at an Applebee's. We're literally in there for 3 hours or 4 hours because it took them almost 2.5 hours to come serve us.
They don't serve your kind there, Bill. What the hell?
Apparently they did it.
Were you with your ex-wife?
No.
So that didn't figure into it.
No. I was with somebody's wife. I just don't know whose. Adam Min. Who the hell is Adam Min?
I don't know, but it's nice to see Kurt Warner.
Yeah.
He's provided us a lot of great football over the years, and he's become a good analyst. He's also a decent X-follow, making some really just very on point and frankly spoken football points like he's not allowed to do as a broadcaster, where they just... It is garbagey, the broadcast quality, Bill. It really is.
Yeah.
And what do these games cost? Like, do they fly the entire crew to Germany? Are there local camera people? I mean, can the locals handle it? Is there somebody who speaks like, multiple languages, fucking doing it's like, translating this? Anonymous Chameleon said it. Ouch.
I don't know. I guess people who speak Deutsch are gonna have to learn English.
Most of them already do. We're the only country where most people only speak one language badly.
Here comes. What's that?
That run was a little more fortuitous, about 3.5, 4 yards. Wow, Stacey Dale is still at it. She is older. She has had face work. She looks permanently surprised. Remember how hot she was young?
I don't think I ever seen her when she was young.
She's from like the original Fox broadcast team. She's always been hot. She's always had crazy eyes. She's like a hot 50-year-old woman. You can see Penix just... You could just see Penix sort of flagging and limp after that, huh, Bill? What's frightening right now is a lot of these commercials seem to have baked into them, you're out of it, you have no money, what little you have you'd better spend on protecting what you got, because we got a lot of insurance company commercials, and then the chaser is like the hard liquor commercial.
Yeah. Pretend there is no holidays. That's how you. That's how you save.
I think they're probably going to cancel Christmas when there's some kind of civil incident at the Thanksgiving parades in most major cities. Call me crazy. I'm no genius, Bill, but I know that there's been no snap for a while. I'm figuring that starts to have an effect by, like, Thanksgiving. That people might go fucking crazy at a Thanksgiving Day parade in New York or L.A. Does Chicago have one?
I don't know.
By the way, America and Germany, that's not over, guys. It's a best of 5. We got to play at least one more war. If they win the rubber war, Bill, we got it could go the full 5 wars.
Phoenix passes complete.
America has taken the first 2 wars thanks to really good starting pitching and defense. But, you know, if there's a third war, Bill, I don't know. Germany has been training for a long time. They had that expansion draft in '89 where they doubled the size of their country. That's what America's problem is. We can't double the size of our nation like we used to in the 19th century, sir. We should take over the unoccupied disorderly zone to the north. I have no idea what the logo on their helmets and uniforms is for the Colts. The NFL has taken it to a point where any team could come out wearing just about anything, including an all-black uniform every single week. It's weird to see amateur fans, too, isn't
Here
it,
comes
Bill?
Penix Jr., shotgun formation. Penix passes complete, incomplete. Sorry.
Off the back of the cornerback's shoulders. It was a good, clean play all around. The pass was on the money, but you know, it hit the cornerback between the back of the shoulder pads. Oh, hey, Words and Pictures is saying, I am a jelly donut. Sir. When JFK said Ich bin ein Berliner, like, he failed to pronounce it correctly. So he changed the meaning from I am from Berlin to I am a jelly donut. Did you know that, Bill?
Yeah.
If you ever listen to the speech, when he delivers the line, there's a moment of silence and then mixed laughter with applause. Because some of them are like, the president thinks he can speak German. So here we go. Now we're getting into the alcohol commercials. Beer is out of the question. Beer just costs too much. It's crazy how beer is just not part of the NFL advertising landscape at all anymore. Like, one man single-handedly devastated it when they gave that award to fucking Dylan Mulvaney. It was weird. It was like only one domino needed to fall to expose the entire American alcohol industry for 75 years as being really toxically horrible.
Yeah.
Bill, tell me this isn't true. The American beer industry took on a cigarette tobacco industry like model. In America, we started making only one kind of beer. Really, really light beers that had to be served really cold. So it was a lot like the Marlboro Light of beers, you know what I mean? No matter how careful you were smoking the Marlboro Light, it burned up in like a minute and a half because it was like mostly accelerants.
Mm-hmm.
They went on and developed OCD beer. They made commercials that were like OCD inspiring. They built an entire culture around the idea that at 40 you still act like you're in college. They're successful at this. There was all these statistics about how more Americans had alcohol problems, and even like places like Ireland. Like in America, 80% of Irish people have a drinking problem, and in Ireland, like 20% of them have a drinking problem. You know, it's fucking crazy. This is the deal. The American beer industry got Americans used to, for several generations, beer that by and large tastes exactly the same. It has to be drank very, very cold to taste good at all. Try drinking a warm Bud Light. It tastes like shit. So you've got portion and control on that. You can sell it at a cut rate price like they do because you're injecting a lot of water and telling people to serve it super duper cold. In Europe, where they buy a Guinness and it's served at sometimes room temperature, that beer is meant to be savored in a 20-ounce pint. In America, your 16-ounce pint, if you don't drink that in 8 minutes, it's starting to taste like shit. Am I right?
There's Commissioner Roger Goodell.
Sitting where Hilter sat. He's getting inspiration. I want to sit in the stadium where they kicked off the second great disagreement, sir.
Oh my gosh. Nice run. Special team.
How are you not creeped out by the stadium? Why go there? This is the only stadium in Berlin?
Apparently so, Teague. Apparently so.
Bill, it's fucking appalling. It really is.
I'm not thinking about it as much as you.
Bill, every 5 minutes, the actual play-by-play guys make an excuse for it. The whole world's watching, and it's an embarrassment.
I don't think the whole world's watching.
This is an NFL game. The whole world is watching. If they're not watching now, they're going to watch select highlights of this game. The whole world's going to see it. I mean, are there some Somali pirates at work today? Sure. Some people, are slaves to the grind.
Marshall Falk? What are you doing mentioning his name? He hasn't played in years. What the hell?
Is he maybe a coach? Or they're approaching his record or something?
I don't know. Weird thing to hear from a commentator.
Hey, man, when they're not making excuses for playing in Hilter Stadium, they're talking about irrelevant players from 26 years ago. I don't know what to tell you.
I guess so, Teague. I guess so.
They're not even talking about prime time. It's like not even a well-known player. It's like Buffalo Bills offensive lineman Bruce Smith, ladies and gentlemen. He was a tough guy. It's like, all right, yeah, and oof, more on point. The D is making play after play for Atlanta. They've got a decent unit out there. Jones drops back. He had a very clear passing lane. They are clearly playing zone against him mostly. Both teams have been like average defensively and average offensively for what I would call an average game that's It's been fairly entertaining and not as many penalties as a regular game. As we get ready
I
to,
know. You have to go across the seas for not as many penalties.
the officials needed to be jet lagged.
Oh!
Oh! The ball's loose!
The ball's popped away!
I think that was a live ball. It
That's
looks to be
ball.
recovered by Atlanta. We'll see now. The officials
I don't see a flag on
signaling.
the play.
I saw them
See,
signaling.
If this was
Signaling
any other
Atlanta's
team,
ball.
there'd be like flags
He's
all
jogging
over the
into
place.
the end zone. He's jogging into the end zone. I don't know if the score will stand, but he definitely recovered that ball. They really left Jones exposed. That explains the man coverage and the wide open guy on the last play. They were coming for Jones. And they were just, he got them for a good gain. They kept their poise, and they're like, guys, same play. Let's go after Jones again. That was a really effective defensive sequence. Happy November, by the way, Bill. I got my fucking StreamYards bill today.
Oh, yeah? Did it go up?
It was, no, but it's a punishing amount. What is it, 360 or something? It's going to take more than the channel will bring in. This month, at least. It's going to take a little while to recover from that one. Guys, if just so you know, YouTubers, like, we get a special kind of hell. YouTube changed, StreamYards changed their pricing structure like a year and a half ago. And so people who got in under the wire, we were all set and happy to go for another year. And what they did was everybody who paid before, when they raised their plan, a few weeks later, they retroactively just canceled everyone else's plan and charged us the difference. So like 80% of everyone is lined up to pay the same month.
Yeah.
December is YouTube Hunger Games, correct? November and December is basically the YouTube Hunger Games because they realigned everybody to get billed the same month.
Same day of month. Usually around the 9th or 10th, yeah. It helps send my bank account into the negative where I get NSF fees galore.
Yeah, money, what's that?
That's neither here nor there.
Guys, there is a sunk cost of about $100 a month in YouTubing. They're trying to make it so that just anybody can have a voice. That's basically what they're doing to us. Because I know I speak for a lot of people. Next price hike.
Got back passes. Almost intercepted. Almost picked off. London and Berlin. I just have to keep on saying that. Does London know he's in Berlin?
London calling for the pass. Sauce Gardner almost pulled that one in. That would have been an impressive first game as a Colt, get an INT. It's fucked up to say this because I love the team still. I'm happy for Sauce Gardner that he no longer has to put on the green and white. He's a better player. He doesn't deserve it. He's too good to waste his career for Woody Johnson. Even though, like, I deserve to see him play here for his whole career because he's that good. That's what being a Jet fan is, Bill. You know, NFL at 9 a.m. is cruel and unusual punishment. If we make it to the late game, it'll be like 14 hours of broadcasting football. Like, you know, we might be silent for a minute or two here, a minute or two there, guys, but like, we are fucking Clydesdales. We do 2 games most every weekend.
Yeah. I don't even know who the late game is today.
It's the Jets at 1 o'clock. Bill, this channel's doing the fucking Jets. Go fuck yourself if you think there's any other way we're doing it.
Okay. Yeah.
Search your feelings, Bill. You know it to be true.
Oh, man. You got the 2-6 Browns against what are the Jets? 1-7, 1-7 Jets. A 2-6 Browns. It literally is the shit bowl.
The toilet bowl, ladies and gentlemen.
It is the toilet bowl.
It really, really is.
It's a where did my life go wrong? Teams.
Think about trying to hype that game. 2 teams, 3 wins, 100 years of irrelevant football.
Oh, next week we're going to be in Madrid, Spain. Phoenix.
Things that don't involve, you know, training with the team, like an individual coverage like that, Sauce Gardner really shows his talent. He doesn't even know the playbook yet. He's there like 6 days. He's a really good player, Bill.
They're doing a wave in Berlin.
Yeah, they're, like I said, isn't it weird to see amateur fans, right? You know what I mean? Like, they're figuring out how to be fans on the fly. They've been to soccer games, but this is new.
It took a long time to even show that there was a flag thrown on the play. Jesus. What's wrong with this broadcasting, NFL Network? Second and 2.
You know what, Bill? I think the bad TV coverage is what you would think it is. It's that this is either the B team or they spent their day off traveling and people are just worked hard. We're talking time change, travel on top of an already physical and difficult job. TV crew for an NFL game, that's an 18-hour day, buddy. Your primary work day, you work 18 hours. And like the day before and after, you got like a 10-hour day before and like another, like a 15-hour day the day after. This is like you do your 40 hours in less than 3 days and you have a 5-day week anyway. If you're not ready to really work hard, you can't do this, but there's a limit to what human beings are capable of, you know what I mean? Think about
Oh my God.
Bless you. There's caddies who grab the camera, but think about like 5 hours of running around with the field level cam,
Daniel
being
Jones,
that guy.
pass is complete. Whoa, we're getting some yardage here. Well, look at an Anheuser-Busch logo.
And some NFL. What you saying is what you're calling the yeah. There's the Anheuser Busch logo. The NFL Network logo isn't that much different.
First and 10, Jones. Shotgun formation. Daniel Jones hands it off. They go to the outside running.
Is there no beer commercials because it's just gauche to show commercials for alcohol while it's still morning in most of America? I mean, I don't. Or is it? Or did we nail it with like that Bud Light move just exposed all of American beer industries as the garbage it is?
I wonder if they said, "Hey, we're going to have football in November. Can you do a rerun of Oktoberfest?"
Yeah, really, they don't have a lot of beer commercials at all. We've seen like commercials with beer in them, but we have not seen commercials for beer.
Third and 3.
On this game sponsored by Anheuser-Busch. This just bizarre stuff.
428 in the third.
Atlanta holding a 1-score lead.
17-13.
Jones has proven he's a better quarterback, but he still might not be your preferred starter on any team in this league, right? There's only about, say, 10. Your top 1/3 of NFL quarterbacks, it actually thins out after the 5th or 6th guy. Like, we could make a spirited argument for who the 8th, 9th, and 10th best quarterback is in the league, and it would be the same 8 or 9 names that we would be arguing for 15th and 18th best quarterback. It's really weird. After the top 5 guys, it's really thin. Jones, better than most, still not great. Would that be a way of putting it, Bill?
Jones, 4th and 1. Their shotgun formation. Jones
It's
hands it off.
strange.
They're running it right up the center.
That
And
is
they get it
confidence.
out.
That is confidence.
Alfalfa. Where?
Say what? Great little end run there, but only gets him about 2 yards. This defense is now kind of dialed in. Jones needs to complete a pass in the air here to sell his run. They've run enough. The field is way too short. They might be content with the field goal here, which honestly, the way this game has gone, both coaches relatively conservative. I don't know what to tell you. One thing we can't do is question psychotic coaching moves too much in this game.
Well, they're singing some type of song in the crowd.
It's 3rd and 3, and we got someone with a Colts tat out there in the crowd, and it seems to be a bit of a weathered tat. So he might have had it for a while. There are Americans on vacation. There are people who would travel just for the game. There are people with that much money, and there's like a fucking military base here where guys marry the local chicks and stay. So there's a history of Americans being in this city. He could be one of us. That guy. He had red hair. He didn't look too German to me.
Yeah.
That said, who knows?
There comes Jones. Shotgun. Gonna
Jones
scramble
is
with it
going to run again. It's going to be 4th and a yard.
I think it's gonna be 4th and 2.
It kind of almost doesn't matter here because you can't end scoring here. Like, it's not going to carry you through to the end of the game. I might take the sure thing field goal before I do this to my team, although the idea that Atlanta is behind, Indianapolis is behind, gives them some impetus. Looks like Jones is getting ready to okay, he shovels it off.
Oh, wow. Good defensive stand by the
Turned over on the down.
Falcons.
It's very weird that I was more correct than a professional NFL coach, but I had said since this can't be the last time you score, you should kick the field goal here. And the coach didn't listen to me, did he?
No, he didn't.
Now, look, I don't have the talent to get people on and off the bench. I don't have the skills to be an NFL coach. I don't have the leadership ability. But if I could sit here and out-tactic an NFL coach with a staff, there's a real serious problem going on in Indianapolis. Daniel Jones isn't that much better. It's just that your playbook is that much simpler, and your receivers are that much better. But you're also that much easier to figure out than anything Daniel Jones has ever been involved in before. And we have seen him get thrown to the ground more than we've seen him get sacked. A rather porous offense. They're not concerned about him completing passes. Seems to be the default position by Atlanta. And now that they've forced that turnover on downs, if they can convert and burn enough clock, and they will take this drive into the fourth quarter no matter what they do. Atlanta's showing very good. They are showing great clock management with this gift, aren't they?
Yeah.
What's the thought process here? It's a wash. You've got clock time back. You've got what amounts to an ideal punt. They're pinned inside their 10 when they start the drive. If that's your calculus, that's your calculus. I'm trying to understand the logic of the Colts. I would have had it be 17-16. You could argue it doesn't matter the way I'm arguing it either, does it, Bill?
Yeah.
We've got a break here. Do you want to play devil's advocate and explain to me why they didn't kick? Because I was with kick all the way.
I have no clue why they didn't do it. Kick.
Jones had proven to be a good scrambler, but it's no longer early in the game. It was a strange departure from a conservative game plan by both coaches. I guess there comes a moment where you gamble it all on your talent, and that was their moment, and they just didn't have the talent to do it. What's your read? Late third quarter, time burning on the clock, very close game. A field goal won't take the lead, but it would have made it like, a 1-point game. I don't know. What's your feeling, Bill? It's still one score, and the failure keeps it to one score, and they're pinned. You've traded a meaningless score for time on the clock. Is that their logic?
Gore! We're in the fourth. 14. Penix Jr. under pressure. Here comes Penix Jr. 2nd and 10, shotgun formation. Penix dropping back, under pressure, throws incomplete. Oh, this is going to be a quick, maybe 3 and out. Penix, got back shotgun, having time under pressure, scrambling, throws it out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, for a moment here and a moment there, Outlaw and I have both been away from keyboard for different reasons. But you know what? Now that we're both here, Bill, you know what? Now that drive didn't work out, Atlanta punting to Indianapolis now, the received on the 30 across the 40, the breaks initial contact, makes it to midfield. Wow, he stayed on his feet a good long time. It's to about the 47-yard line of the Atlanta Falcons. A really, really exciting return here. Bill, are you available for conversation at this moment?
Yeah.
All right, I have an analytical point on this game. The coach of the Colts decided to gamble it all and not kick. The decision was, whatever, debatable, but the turnover on downs resulted in ideal field position for a defensive stand. They then made good on that defensive stand. The by the logic of the coach of the Colts, your calculus is if you don't score, you burn meaningless clock time, and you haven't really changed the situation anyway because it would still be a one-score game, and you ultimately must have that touchdown. Do you think this game, which I don't know if you agree, but I would say this game has been called conservatively from both benches, do you think that the coach of the Colts decided this is the moment where I gamble it all and try to have it pay off on my team's talent? And it just didn't work out? Was this calculus, it'll be a push if I burn clock time and get that ball back?
Perhaps, perhaps.
He minimized the damage, but the only knock-on cost now is to ask ourselves, did failing to score demoralize the team, or is the fact their coach showed confidence in them despite the fact they weren't good enough to score? Will that fire them up to make good on this next drive? That's the intangible at work here. This commercial where they mess with your sense of depth perception is fucking horrible. They still, I don't know if you agree with this, Bill, we're seeing the same bad commercials over and over, and man, ugly is just in, but clothes and people and everything in between, just ugly, hot pink toolboxes, everything. Just ugly, ugly, ugly is the word for 2025 holidays. I can't believe 2025's holiday, like, commercials show clothes so ugly it looks like last year's clearance sale. What the fuck happened? Are we being conditioned for a canceled Christmas?
Maybe.
Country
I've been
Roads playing
canceling
in
Christmas
Berlin.
for years.
It's gonna be kind of a weird Christmas this year. We'll see what happens. Everyone's got their own circumstance. We wish everyone a happy holiday as we roll into the holiday season. I know Bill and I celebrate metric Thanksgiving so that we can broadcast more. Do you remember the first metric Christmas when Kilometer Standish came to Plymouth Rock? Guys, it really was a pretty decent joke. It deserved a better fate.
I'm kind of upset. I won't be able to see my Broncos play the Chiefs because the Cardinals game is more important in the local market when the Cardinals suck. Oh my God! There goes the Colts. Getting some yardage. Taylor getting some yardage. Nice handoff. Here comes Daniel Jones under center. Pitches it back to Taylor again. They're just letting Taylor run with it. Go to the running game a lot. Second and 2. Daniel. Sorry, my mind's getting confused. Daniel Jones. Run it right up to the center for the first, getting the first down.
You know, it's just a conspiracy the way Jones sells that pass. Alex Jones for the Indianapolis Colts, ladies and gentlemen. He's a live streamer and he's a football player.
Jones.
What a
First and 10. Shotgun.
snap!
Hands it
Perfect.
off.
It's kind of weird to describe it. They both of these teams have made it into the other team's red zone, but we've spent a long time having like back-to-back defensive stands, more or less at midfield. It's been a bit since anybody scored, and that third quarter and the beginning of this fourth quarter have not been that entertaining, where the game has slowed to a bit of a grind. Not that it matters yet, but that everyone's got all their timeouts. It's little intangibles like being unable to keep his offense on the same page and getting plays off cleanly that killed Daniel Jones in New York. So you got to wonder if that's like baked in or if he can shake that off in a new location. A little bit of the management issues we saw here in New York coming to bear, but you know that's still largely on any head coach.
Jones passes complete.
With a wide open field and several different options that were viable to get the first down, he chose for a medium length pass. There was no yak, but they did stab it right down the middle of the field. That's going to burn a lot of time off the clock. It might be time to start hurrying up if you're Jones. And as you can see, they're huddling on field. They're really moving quickly to the line by, a little faster than normal. Not quite a hurry up pace yet. On the bubble. Here's the snap. Jones drops back, steps up. He's scrambling, hauled down behind his own line of scrimmage. It is now starting to look like that Bill, if they had kicked that last field goal, right?
Yeah,
if they had kicked that last field goal, they would have had the same field position, right? Because it was a good punts position anyway.
Yeah.
And now they would be in a position to win it with another field goal. So it's sad that he was outcoached by me tactically, but I'm sure he runs a workout real good. He's got these NFL. I could not run an NFL team. I could not run an NFL team, but it seems like the ability to put together a good roster and to make the right cut and to be a good field general are just like not something you find in the same person. And very often, there's only like one or two Bill Parcells out there in the whole world. Like one comes along every generation. Even Belichick had to cheat. By the way, coming to join us for the after game show, Belichick's girlfriend in a bikini. We're both looking forward to it. I know I'm on the Bill Belichick plan for romance. How about you, Bill? At 70, I'll get a 26-year-old girlfriend?
Sure. That could be arranged.
I mean, why not, right?
Sure.
This commercial objectively makes no goddamn sense. I'm trying to guess who these British people are. Is it Jackie Collins and Gordon Ramsay? It's the gambling app commercial for Europe. It is so weird. Featuring a woman who's had so much plastic surgery, you gotta ask, like, where did she start on this map? This is still very much anybody's game with, 9 minutes left to play. Here comes the kickoff. Is it fielded at the 1 yard line and a baseball slide at about the 20 to about the 23. They could have been up 19-17. Not that that would have mattered because someone still has to score to really put this one away unless Atlanta wants to roll off the longest drive in football history. There is pressure to get some yards on the ground to burn the clock. I would imagine it's a first down run for Atlanta every series. What do you think, Bill?
I think we're sort of extending it off.
Validating what I said and showing that it doesn't matter. They do get like about 6 yards on the ground and out of bounds, which should stop the clock, but it's still running. How does the NFL recruit fans? Imagine trying to go to this game and understand it out of hand. It's going to be weird to see yet another poorly played football game after this one with the Jets coming on. Although I imagine the Jets will outdo this. These two teams, it seems to be a fairly well executed game on both sides, but really, I guess the credit goes to the coaches for not having overly ambitious game plans. Neither team has the talent for an overly ambitious attack, which has given us our veritable stalemate and like not overly exciting second half, has it been, Bill? It ain't over yet, but
Yeah, I don't know.
have we kept it to all field goals? And he tore his T-shirt right off. If he doesn't get holding for that, I'd be shocked. And he doesn't. Crazy. Tore his shirt off, parts of it right on the field. Look at that hold. Look at that hold.
Yeah.
He breaks initial contact, running to the outside, up the line at the 40, the 30, the 20.
Wow,
He's at the 10. He goes all the way. Touchdown. Touchdown, Jonathan Taylor, Indianapolis Colts. It paid off. The long conservative grind with a breakaway run. We'll get the replay in a moment, but we stand at 22-17 now as they consider what to do next. I don't know if I would go for two. I think that Atlanta has to prove they can score. You can't. This has been a game of missed kicks and field goals making a difference for Indianapolis. There was no doubt about it from the time he got outside the line. It was a well-concealed handoff, everything done right. He found his seam. He really turned on the Jets. Bill, this was a perfect run.
Pretty good.
They're going to go for two, Bill. I'm against this. I'm against it. How about you? It's snapped.
Jones.
Drops back. It's batted out of the air.
Wow. Okay.
This is
That
now 7 points thrown away to failure to kick. Am I right?
Yeah.
Is this 7 or 5 points thrown away to failure to kick? Just 51 minutes, people. Don't go anywhere. We've got bonus coverage. New York Jets at the Browns. .6:02 on the clock, 22-17 Indianapolis. Here in this historical stadium. You know what word you won't hear the broadcasters using, Bill? They won't call it a blitzkrieg. They will not use the term blitzkrieg calling this football game, I guarantee you. Isn't it entertaining how they try to make the game a little more? They try to over-explain the game a little bit on the European broadcasts, and it's just like you've forgotten that you have a up-and-coming generation of American fans who need to have this broken down a little bit too, in a league where the rules change a lot year to year. You know, what's a catch this year? What'll be a catch next year?
Here comes Penix. Right under center. First and 10. Up and back. Running right up the center. Penix. Up. Alzier rushing again. Get another first down. 3 minutes remain in the fourth. Ugh. Penix. Wow. Bombs it. Complete. Penix Jr. Shotgun. Oh.
Bill, they're playing the Scorpions because the game's in Germany. You get it?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
They're going to rock us like a hurricane throughout this game, aren't they? Anything they can do to connect to Germany.
Yeah.
I got to say, back in the day when I was going to a lot of concerts, I didn't set out to see the Scorpions, but I went to one of those like festival shows, and the Scorpions played, and no shit, they were pretty fucking good. Like, not the hugest fan, you know, like, they're not Judas Priest, they're not Iron Maiden, you know what I mean? Like, not particularly moved by all their music, only a few songs get me. They were a really good live act. They were good live. Were they wearing crazy hair metal outfits and dressed like chicks? Well, yeah. That part was sort of like came with the deal when I went to see Van Halen. Van Halen weren't dressed overly masculine either. I will say I did not see Keith Richards outliving Eddie Van Halen comfortably, getting ready to lap him. Did you, Bill?
Yeah. Don't get that one.
Have you heard some of these crazy stories about what Eddie Van Halen was allegedly like?
Oh, he was horrible, I guess.
When you see a shell-shocked Sammy Hagar talking about how he couldn't believe it, you got to say to yourself, this guy had already seen it all before he was in Van Halen. His Van Halen story, Sammy's real old. His Van Halen story is, I was already over 50. I was ready to pack it in. I was thinking about like selling cars and real estate, doing something more secure. Eddie Van Halen shows up out of nowhere and offers me this gig. Tells me I was his favorite rock star when he was growing up. Which tracks because at 28 when he throws out David Lee Roth because he just didn't like making money. That was weird when Van Halen went to kind of edgy and dangerous to very safe and sounding like Foreigner and Def Leppard. Like later Def Leppard. Edgeless,
Mm-hmm.
Van Halen served up a hell of a guitar solo every time, but like albums like Balance and stuff after that where the songs just didn't have any, it was like there was no real dynamic to the band anymore, and it was just this soft, seeking a hit, almost like Water, lowest road to like pop relevance. At least with David Lee Roth, like it had some kind of swagger. I don't know. What do you think, Bill? Atlanta's in good position to tie this game with a final drive with 1:54 left on the clock. The conservatism of both coaches has just been mixed with wild-eyed optimism at the strangest times. Both coaches picked weird moments to gamble. It didn't work out over and over and over for the Colts coach, over and over and over with his terrible kicking game. The Atlanta team has played a more well-coached game, but is temporarily behind. If anything, I would say I think Penix is the better quarterback. Not that that's huge praise. What do you think, Bill? Here's a snap, handed off. Wow, Tyler Algier has first and inches at the goal line. First and goal. You've got to punch it in. You have to have this touchdown. You have to have it. How insane do you gamble? How cool can you play it? You've got a fresh set of downs with inches. You're going to strategically burn some of this clock. You're going to take that last timeout away from Indianapolis. But you absolutely must score. It doesn't matter if you go for two or not. In a way, the Indianapolis coaching game just discounted kicking. Algeria really had a superior run. Really just something. Made a lot out of that. And it's a touchdown. They didn't mess around much, Bill. They went right for... I guess I have to give them credit. I have to give them credit. Well, I think all scoring plays within 2 minutes are reviewed anyway, but... I've got to give it to them. They stabbed them right in the heart. Yes, they left maximum ticks on the clock. They did not go after their timeout. It's debatable whether that will haunt them. Indianapolis now absolutely desperate. Algier fierce. This drive is all him. He stamped his name on this. He stamped his name on this. If they win this game, he has to get the ball. He really did it. Now, I don't blame the Indianapolis coach for having some confidence in Jones. I wouldn't go for two. I would not go for two. Just no. Don't do this. Let's see what happens. They're going to do it anyway. They're just absolute contempt for the kicking game. Panicking, almost a false start. They reset. Here's the snap. Penix
Hey,
does it.
get
He
it.
gets the
They
2
get it.
points.
They get
All
2
right.
points.
Admiral Teague proven to be wrong here. Finally wrong. It took long enough for them to prove me wrong. Sauce Gardner burned there. As a Jet fan, I say, see, he wasn't so good after all. It's all right, Bill. When the whole game was on the line, Sauce Gardner fell down and couldn't complete the coverage. He left his man wide open.
He got red cleats.
Yeah, I mean, he's got great cleats. His fucking quarterback coach is screaming in his face. They are excited on the Atlanta sideline. It looks like they've sealed this one. Although I would point out a field goal would send it.
7-2 team. Yeah,
a field goal will send this game into overtime. Kurt Warner and Adam Amin in the NFL booth. And like I said, I do like Kurt Warner's insights. He also, if you look at it, he's only wearing a ceremonial overcoat. That is like a sweatshirt with buttons that he's wearing.
Ooh.
A huge run out of bounds. The clock is stopped. 97 ticks left on the clock. Both teams have been running and making huge returns all day. Now is the time where you pass towards the sideline over and over. You want to get away from your run game, but things are going so well that maybe you gamble one more run now when you have your timeout. I don't know. You have the timeout. You can shock them once. Atlanta has all 3 timeouts. Oh, pulled out of his hands. That is a clean play. That was 100% clean. That was good football. It's good to see the game played right. Even in a pinch, they've kept it classy. That was good football, Bill. We're seeing a well-played game here for these European fans.
Yeah.
As a Jet fan, I admire the Berlin team, the Berlin fans. You have no team to be ashamed of like we do. We have 2 here in New York. Interesting. Let's see what they're reviewing. Spot of the ball.
There's so much time left.
They have to leave an extra couple of seconds for the officiating crew to get the calls from New York. It's not as instantaneous as you think. It's an extra few seconds that makes all the difference. So they're breathing. Right. We have seen the officials breathing.
Right.
They have been slower to throw flags in this game than a normal game.
Well,
we're
going to have a caliber team like the Broncos or the Chiefs, you know.
No, but these are 2 evenly matched teams having a competitive game right down to the final moments. This is, on paper, what the NFL wants. We have a game that anyone could win with 92 seconds left to play. That's successful for the league. From the NFL's point of view, where they don't care which team wins, that's successful. New York on top of every play. I think that they're just phoning it in to making sure New York has no objection. New York may have just said, yeah, all right. I think they called New York. What do you think, Bill?
New York is nowhere near this game. I don't know what you're talking about.
League headquarters has the final say on all scores all plays during the final 2 minutes of a game, Bill. New York is where the league headquarters is.
Oh my gosh! They're gonna sack Jones.
And a massive sack on Jones seems to snuff out hope. We're gonna see him with one more chance, but he's got to stab deep. They know what they're after here. I'm guessing we'll see a blitz with man coverage.
That is huge fail on the offense.
They did a blitz with zone here. I'm imagining you blitz again, not as strongly, but you want man. They did zone on that one. You can't go zone here.
Third and 21 yards.
We've seen it done. We saw it done last week by the Eagles, but the Eagles a lot better than this team.
They're going to try to air bomb it long here.
They have to. 3rd and 21. Here's the snap.
He's under pressure
Jones
again.
starting to run. He's committed to it. Steps out of bounds with only about a foot to go. It's going to be It's not first down. It's 4th and makeable. It's 4th and maybe a yard. It might be a little less than a yard. I would want the spot on the ball. And when I refer to New York, Bill, I'm talking about league headquarters and the heads of officiating there. I believe New York's league office is on speed dial for this very featured game. It's why you see a lot of flags on Thursdays. Only one game for the entire league officiating corps to watch. Oh, Jones makes the first down, and he breaks for the sideline. Way to go. That was a heads-up play call. Fence posts 111 on the clock. Not a crooked number in sight on the time. Good effort, followed it through, watched it all the way out of his quarterback's hands. It was an interceptable pass. He had to make that play. He did. There's not a lot of deception going on in Jones's game at this point. He is eyeing down his receivers. Here he goes. Flips it up there, Troy Aikman style. There was no one in a position to catch the ball at all. Comes down to throwing it away. He was a little bit under pressure. The Atlanta Falcons have more or less stuck to what I've said. They're playing man coverage, but they are putting pressure on the quarterback, Bill. They're still keeping it up, even with 2nd and 10. You got to give it to them.
1-7. How is there that much time left on the clock?
I mean, we're at makeable field goal range. This game is probably going to end up tied. The field goal is 100% if they don't fuck it up.
Again. He's sacked again.
So it'll be 3rd and 15. Jones now needs to just get like 7 or 8 yards for a better chance at a field goal.
It's like high snaps are killers because seeing a lot of that.
As the game wears on, they become more common. The center is only human. And, they have 3rd down backs and 3rd down snappers just for this kind of thing.
29, time's running out.
It's anybody's call on whether or not Atlanta should use a timeout, and Falcons blink and they call it. And you got to call it blinking, but it's not the worst blinking. 23 seconds left. I'm sorry, 29. They've restored the play clock, the game clock to 29 seconds.
Oh my God! He missed the 53, and this is
It is 4th and 6. In this game that had no good...
It's up! It's good!
It is good. It is tied as I predicted at the beginning of this drive.
Wow.
Can you believe that I called that one at the beginning of the 4th quarter, headed for a tie, and we do? Wow. I might not be the greatest play-by-play guy, but I have been right on the forecasting this year, haven't I?
Yeah.
I have been really good at unlikely forecasting. I really have. This is not my channel. I'm not trying to sell myself as anything but, intuitive. I'm just saying, Bill, we've been doing this now for parts of 3 seasons. Have I made
Yep.
like about 10 long shot predictions that just come true? Like I'm like 10 for 10 on wild predictions.
Yeah.
I don't make them every game, but we do a lot of games. We've called like 60 games in 3 years. I'm 10 for
Yeah.
10 on wild long shots, right? About a crapshoot.
Yeah.
Guys, I have been money on wild predictions. Sam Darnold's not going to make it. It's going to be a record for NFL touchdowns in a playoff game. It happened. It absolutely happened. I said it the first sack of the game on the first drive. I guess what we're finding out is don't play Madden versus Admiral Teague, but any other way, like he sucks as a play-by-play guy. What do you think? Why don't we start doing that, Bill? Why don't we start playing Madden live for our friends? I think they would enjoy it, and that might be a view getter for you.
Yeah.
It's got to be on sale.
Oh, I've got Madden 24.
Still good?
I'm not gonna buy. I'm not gonna spend $90 for the brand new one.
I don't think anybody cares if it's up to date. It would be about you and I as coaches against each other to see who could do better. That would be fun to see. I think our fans have earned it. We've watched enough football games together. We're willing to try it, folks. Wow! Thank God they secured it. I don't know if they're going to give him grounding. He did make a lot of forward progress on the pass, but he did not quite make it to the line of scrimmage. It is indebatable. He did not get out of the pocket. Oh, that is a rough subjective call, Bill. That is a brutal way to send this game into overtime. Yeah, what a stupid thing to say to fans who will now be headed to the stadium. Look for another announcement from the officiating crew. The officiating crew of the stadium is going to need to tell people the game isn't over. This did not end the game. It is the end of regulation. Please stay with us, ladies and gentlemen, for up-to-the-moment play-by-play on this, by default, exciting game. Bill, what's your opinion? Did we conservative our way to this in the coaching department? 25 all.
Yeah.
One desperate kick, which was the only move, tied this game after an entire game of only gambling at the stupidest point, otherwise called conservatively. Would you agree with that? It's ironic that the Indianapolis kicking game puts this into overtime after the way he threw this game away as a win, not kicking over and over. What do you think, Bill? You are saying it so stupidly. These are not American fans, you idiot. You idiot. You have said the game is over now twice in a row. Yeah, the officials said it so poorly. They're not resetting the clock. In the booth, there is confusion. In the stands, there is the confusion. The fans in Europe are now jeering the officials, Bill. They learned how to be American-style fans quick, didn't they?
Yeah. Oh man, I don't have the Browns game. I got the Giants at the Bears or the Rams at 49ers. Those are the games in my market. Oh my gosh. Are you going to be able to see the Jets game in your market? Because I can't get it in mine.
Yes, I have the Jet game. Will pin my theater.
Okay.
I will handle the broadcasting of the Jet game. But if you make it so I can split the game off to my second channel for the fun of it,
Yeah, fine, just fine.
is that are your terms, are my terms acceptable, sir?
acceptable?
But you got to create the studio right now. You have to create.
And the Browns,
Please,
two horrible
please
teams.
create the studio now for that one so we can share it.
Yeah. I'm on it. I'm on it right now.
The European fans are singing a song or some such. I guess it's cute. They punched them. They're playing Smash Mouth football, Bill. Well, it's time for a real blitzkrieg offense by these teams, huh, Bill?
Yeah.
The coaches really need to be field marshals on this one. A desperate battle in Berlin. The Red Army of the Falcons against the Colts. Holding out. Bunkered down, Bill. Who will win? The home team here in Berlin at the Hilter Bunker is the Atlanta Falcons. Their very proud quarterback, Penix, is behind the line of scrimmage. He's shouting to his center. Stomps his foot. Here's the snap. It's perfect. He drops back. He gets off the pass. Kind of a looping trajectory. If the flag was thrown, it might even be for that ball was uncatchable, Bill. I don't know. Defense gets called out for contact. All right, here we go. In overtime. Falcons hand it off. He's sacked behind the line. Second and 6. Welcome to the fifth quarter. Bill, do you have that studio set up and ready to go for the New York Jets?
Yes, I do. I was going to send you the
Sir.
link here.
Oh, sir.
I'm going to put it in a private chat. Hold on.
Just try to grab a picture of a toilet.
Panic is under pressure, gets sacked. Panic gets sacked. Oh, shit.
Here we go, sirs and madams. The Falcons kick it off. They were lucky to contain the return. They got him right away, hauled down at about the 47-yard line of the Colts. Now, you really don't have to try too hard to kick this one. I don't know what you do. What do you do, Bill? Couple of runs to see if you get the touchdown because the defense has been porous for both teams, and then kick the pretty sure field goal? Both teams have a chance. Now, if anyone gets a touchdown, it's all over, but Daniel Jones just needs to manage about 15 yards out of this whole situation.
Yeah.
And he's got three downs to do it. He gets about 4 inches on that run.
This game should have been the like the Thursday night game. That Thursday night
It's
game was
close and it's pretty
pretty
exciting.
painful. Yeah. Second and 9 for Daniel Jones. Jones dropping back. Got a lot of time. Passing deep ball.
Whoa! Another great catch and dances out of bounds. We have put it into very, very makeable field goal territory. The thing is, the ball changes possession after the field goal. Either they could try to recover the kick, which is insane, or they could try to stop the other team outside of field goal range, is the way this one works, folks, in case you're wondering. And these European fans probably on their phones trying to figure out what happened, huh? They were told the game was over 3 times in a row.
Taylor running, rushing. Woo!
Taylor swiftly running up the gut. This has been a game of conservative play calling until the last minute where the coaches have acted nuts. It has been weird. They seem like the most conservative coaches in the world, and then they take a wild gamble at the end of every drive. Bill, is it because
back doors and penetration? Okay.
Because they can't use any military terms at this very iconic stadium, and usually that's what they do. They can't even say he threw the bomb. That one was, jetted in there, a rocket. They can't use any military terminology calling this game. They can't say someone's a good field general. They haven't said any military terms at all. And they're soldiering through with a ground and pound. The ground war at the Nuremberg Stadium has continued, Bill. Soccer-style scarves are all the rage in the stands. We see a lot of VIPs wearing them. They're not really showing us the crowd like they do at an American game. I don't know if they didn't sell this out or the league. We saw them doing the wave, but did they accidentally drive the crowd out of the stadium by saying the game was over twice? Now being filmed like it's an empty stadium game.
Oh my gosh. Taylor rushing.
The Atlanta Falcons have just basically given up. They have given, their defense is gassed, which is another term they can't use. They will not say that about the defense, Bill. What do you think?
Sure.
If you start thinking about it, there are a lot of things you can't say about this game being played in German land.
In Britain, yeah.
The NFL won't tell you this, but the reason for this play going like this is because the Falcons are gassed.
Taylor,
here comes Taylor! Touchdown! It is an unequivocal win all the way. What you saw was the defense laying down to die. They didn't even try on that final play.
Atlanta saying, we had this game.
This was a really good game on paper. This was a very dramatic game to watch. There was not a lot of terrible officiating. The bad coaching was subtle. It was subtle, but the coaching was terrible in this game. Bill, what do you think, assessing this game? As we get ready for our second game today.
Yeah. We're going to bring in the toilet bowl. Cleveland Browns taking on the New York Jets. That'll write this one off in Berlin.
It ends with a blitzkrieg by the Colts, which is something the guys in the booth won't tell you. Well, football games happen, and this one certainly did. And over is what it is now.
Yeah.
Bill, the split opportunity. I don't see it.
Okay. Huh?
The split stream opportunity. I do not see it in Studio 2. You got to open that one up. As I close a bunch of browsers to open up my Paramount Plus.
Okay. Well, that'll wrap it up for this next broadcast. We're switching over to Studio 2 for the next broadcast. Cleveland Browns and
versus the New York Jets. The toilet bowl, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Welcome to the big leagues. Oh, God.